You've seen these, right? You're scrolling online, and someone's promising you can make thousands of dollars with AI, and it feels like it happens overnight. Well, there's actually a really powerful and repeatable formula behind all this viral content. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and deconstruct that exact blueprint step by step.
And it always starts with a hook, something just like this. This isn't just a sentence, it's a dream they're selling. It paints this incredibly vivid picture of success without the effort, and it's designed to do just one thing, make you stop, lean in, and think, okay, how?
So step one in this whole blueprint is to create a promise you just can't ignore. And they do it by building this powerful contrast, pitting this ideal, wealthy future against what they assume your current day-to-day reality looks like.
And here's that contrast in action. On one side, you've got what most of us do, just kind of passively scrolling. On the other side, explosive, overnight success. This is a classic move. It's engineered to create a serious case of FOMO, that fear of missing out. It's meant to make you feel like you are absolutely being left behind.
Then they hit you with this one simple question. It's the critical turning point, because it personalizes that entire promise. It just shatters the wall between you and the person on screen, and it makes those incredible results suddenly feel within reach. The whole goal is to shift your thinking from, wow, good for them, to, wait a second, I could do that.
Okay, so once you're hooked, the formula moves on to the next psychological step, taking apart all of your objections. The creator knows you're skeptical, so they get way ahead of the excuses they know are already popping into your head. And here they are, the greatest hits of self-doubt. We've all been there. By calling these out one by one, they basically disarm your skepticism before it can even take hold. It's a really clever way to build trust, because it feels like they're reading your mind. Now, to really smash those excuses, the formula uses a powerful trick called a pattern interrupt. An analogy this absurd, this out of the blue, it just stops you in your tracks. I mean, comparing your own self-doubt to one of the world's most famous actors questioning his talent, it makes your own excuses sound just as illogical. It's a simple way to completely reframe your perspective.
So with your defenses down, it's time to get to the core of it all. This is where the creator starts to build real authority. They shift from working on your mindset to giving you a method, what feels like a clear, structured, and totally actionable plan.
And the structure here is absolutely key. Financial freedom is this huge, intimidating idea, right? But by breaking it down into 3 simple pillars, income, investments, and branding, it suddenly feels manageable. It feels achievable. It transforms this vague dream into what looks like a step-by-step process.
And inside that framework, personal branding is positioned as the real secret ingredient. The formula hammers this point home. Your story is the ultimate sales tool. The narrative you build around what you do is what makes the entire system work, what makes it profitable.
Of course, every modern formula needs a secret weapon, a magic bullet. In this blueprint, AI is framed as the ultimate unfair advantage. It's the tool that supposedly makes everything else happen, but like 10 times faster. This reframes AI completely. It's not some complex, intimidating technology anymore. It's your accessible, tireless assistant. You know, one that never asks for a coffee break and works completely for free. This framing makes AI feel empowering, not overwhelming.
And to make it all feel even more real, the formula almost always gives you a specific list of free tools just like this one. By naming names and showing you exactly where you can start without spending a single dollar, the creator removes those last barriers of cost and confusion. The whole thing now seems not just possible, but something you can do right now. And that brings us to the final act of the formula, how to turn your first small win into a self-sustaining cycle of growth. This is where the creator shows you how to build what's essentially a perpetual motion machine for making money.
At the very core of this growth engine is the principle of reinvestment. This is presented as the real secret to sustainable wealth. See, the idea isn't just to make a few $100s and spend it. It's to use that initial success to fuel even bigger returns, creating this exponential growth curve.
And to make that abstract idea feel super real, the formula uses these simple, tangible examples, showing you how an initial $500 in earnings can be turned into $1,500. Well, that makes reinvestment feel less like a chore and more like you've just found a superpower for your money.
But here's maybe the most clever part of this whole formula. It never actually ends. The final call to action isn't for you to go out and do the thing. It's to consume the next piece of content. This locks you into the creator's ecosystem, creating a loop where every click just feeds you right into the next video.
Which really leaves us with this final question. When you see this formula in action, are you being handed a genuine blueprint for financial freedom, or are you simply witnessing a masterclass in persuasive communication and incredibly effective modern marketing? That's definitely something to think about the next time you're scrolling.